Many in that Marikana community still feel let down by government, like Slindelo says, when it comes to delivering services in the area after those tragic events of 2012. Local activists are pleading for action, and one of them is Wiseman Dibakwe. He's the leader of the Azanian Independent Community Movement, and he joins us live now from Marikana in the northwest. Mr. Dibakwe, thanks a lot for your time. How do you feel about today, 9 years since the massacre?
Thank you for welcoming me. I feel disappointed, and I don't think the past 9 years up until so far, the government has done anything right for the community of Marikana. The community of Marikana has been isolated or neglected. The fact is, you can go through Marikana and see that there are no developments. The only concerning factor is that there are more than 5 mines within the radius of 5 kilometers, but you can't see any development. But each and every year, most of the government officials are coming to the Marikana commemoration. I ask myself, what is the reason they are coming to celebrate the commemoration, whereas the people are still suffering, unemployment rate is high, health hazards, a lot of things is happening, poor service delivery to the people of Marikana. So that is a very disappointing factors that we experience in Marikana.
Mr. Dibakwe, do you think that in some ways things have gotten worse from where they were 9 years ago?
Yes, things have gotten worse because since the past 9 years, there are no rules in Marikana. The youth have decided to put themselves in a situation of abusing drugs and so forth. The health is deteriorating because you can see that in Marikana West there's only one clinic that is supplying most of the surrounding villages, and it operates only 8 hours a day. That's a very serious concern. The situation has deteriorated.
If government were to do just one thing for the community of Marikana, what would be top of the list for you? The one thing that they could do immediately to help you in that community?
Actually, it's not only one thing, it's just two things: to create employment and develop the community so that they can be independent, not relying on the government.
We saw Police Minister Begitele just a few months ago speaking about over 176 million rand that was paid to compensate the families of those who were killed. Now, money won't bring those people back, but it will go a long way to maybe addressing some of the issues that they were striking about in the first place. Has that money reached the families, and is it making a difference?
Absolutely no, because they are the money that Mr. Taylor was talking about, it has been maybe deposited to the trust funds, of which the people of Marikana doesn't know any of those trust funds. Who's handling the trust fund? It will be important if those trust funds were handled by the people of Marikana.
And what about the injured miners? Have they been compensated at all?
It was, to me, it was just a proposal, because some of them still today, they haven't get any compensation from the government.
The members of the victims' families have been asking for a long time for an apology. Who do they want this apology from, and what would it mean to them to get an apology?
The apology should come straight from the president, because that apology will not take away the pain that they have suffered through 2012 Marikana massacre. But it will show a remorse from the president that he feels the pain that they are going through. You must remember that the people of Marikana have lost fathers, breadwinners, sisters. Sisters have lost husbands and so forth. So the apology will mean a lot to them, because the president will be putting himself in their shoes. How much they are enduring the pain of losing their breadwinners.
Wiseman, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us, and we definitely hear your pain. Wiseman Dibakwe, the leader of the Azanian Independent Community Movement in Marikana.